The final days for the presidential candidates in Iowa. This weekend, they will make their last pitch to voters ahead of Monday's caucuses. We have team coverage from the Hawkeye State. Anchor Christa Dubill from our coverage in the capital city of Des Moines.
Yes, Mike, here in Des Moines on this cool Friday night leading up to a very busy weekend ahead of Monday's caucuses. One of the biggest questions we've been asked from people who don't live in Iowa is how do caucuses work? So basically, Republicans gather at their assigned precinct. They hear from candidate representatives who maybe make a last pitch about supporting their candidate. And basically the Republicans there, the registered Republicans, simply write their name of the candidate they support and they put it in a ballot box, and those are tallied and called in to the state office. Democrats, it's a little bit different, and so to try to have a little bit of fun with how we explained how this worked, we used toy figures from the last 60 years to sort of explain the Democratic caucus. The Democrats' process is more complicated. Democrats gather at their precincts. Precinct chairs count the number of eligible caucus goers in the room. Candidate representatives can address the crowd, and occasionally a candidate might pop in as well. Then everyone participating gathers in designated areas for their preferred candidate. For our example here with these toy figures, Chewbacca is a candidate. Everyone gathered around his particular sign is in support of Chewbacca. Same with the Funshine Bear, Care Bear. Same with Howdy Doody, and so on. If a candidate has a certain percentage of people in the room, they are considered viable. If a person's preferred candidate is determined not to be viable, they have three choices: join a different candidate's viable group, try and recruit more to support their candidate to make them viable, or stop participating. This is called realignment. For this example with Funshine Bear and the Care Bears, two of them decide to join other teams, and one of them decides to take her sign and go home. As soon as the remaining candidates are viable, delegates are awarded to each of those candidates, and results are called in to the state party. The media then reports the totals.